Please give an applause one more time for Undira dancers. All right, the dance will be join us once again in the photo session. The program will be continued with the closing remarks from the United Board UAB team. I kindly invite first Dr. Hope Anthony and continue by Dr. Maher Spurgeon. The time is yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. I won't try to speak long because I know you've had 2 weeks of learning from many other resource persons. I just wanted to kind of link the whole AACM experience to our mission, which is whole person education. And because it's very important, even for us in the United Board, to be able to make that connection ourselves. Because for most of our programs, we tend to work with leaders for leadership development and faculty for faculty development. But the aspect of creating a culture of care, which is now done through the AACM, is something that we need to do more of, especially because as somebody, a Christian psychologist said, Diane Langbird, the 21st century is actually the mission field is trauma. There are many people who are experiencing trauma, and we can see it through our students, our faculty, especially after coming out of COVID, the pandemic. We still continue to experience the results of isolation, so much depression, so much uncertainty. And so this Christian psychologist, actually she said this a few years ago already, that trauma is the new mission field. Not that we will use it to evangelize and try to make everybody a Christian, but it's because that is the area where we need to do a lot of work in terms of caring for our students, our faculty, and everybody in our institutions. So I just want to link it to our mission statement, which is to develop the persons intellectually, spiritually, and ethically. And by intellectual development, I want to make a short phrase for that. That's really learning to learn. We're not talking about the contents of learning, but more of the process of learning, because we want our students and our faculty to continue learning and to learn beyond their disciplines. That's the only way for us to cope with the uncertainty of the world. If jobs get lost, we need people who are resilient, people who are ready to adapt to new things and deal with challenges. So that's why learning to learn is very important. And that's what we mean by the intellectual part of development. For spirituality, the spiritual development, I also simplified it to learning to become who we are meant to be. And we need that for ourselves as teachers and staff, but also for our students. Because many times we may be studying something that we don't even like, something that actually don't lead to our own flourishing. But we need to be able to learn in order to become who we were meant to be, who we are meant to be. And that here is actually, oh yeah, I am already going to the next slide. So you can go to the next slide. The third one, yes, yes. The third one, the third key word in whole person education is to develop the person ethically. And by that, no, the previous one first. The previous one. Oh, okay. Sorry, my, okay. So for the ethical part, I also simplified it to learning to do. And by that, we mean being able to make decisions because, you know, life is always full of dilemmas, full of choices. And so how to make right decisions and hopefully make the right commitments also. And as you have seen here through the examples shown by the institutions here in Indonesia, and even when you also went to the first phase of the AACM in Davao, you also heard about how education is really linked to social action, social transformation. And so commitment to peace, justice, wholeness, that's the type of commitment we hope that our own faculty and students will develop. So these are the three key words for the United Board when we say we are uh, concerned about whole person education. And so, sorry. And so when we talk about linking it now to creating a culture of care, what does this mean? So I am from the faculty development program area and Dr. Maher Spurgeon is for the culture and religion program area, but we really need to work together. And when we talk about whole person education, the whole institution must really work together on this. And that also means then that even this whole idea of developing a culture of care must impact not only our students, but our faculty and staff. So we talk about how it is also because the teachers, they teach who they are, right? Uh, so if they are saddened by certain things, if they are broken because of certain experiences, how does how does this culture of care actually attend to their needs? So our teachers and staff can only offer who they are and offer what they have. So in order for us to be able to provide care, we should also be cared for. So the whole institution really needs to work on this together. And then I put here through all curricula. So the creating of this culture of care should be in the formal curriculum of the different disciplines. And that means the actual curriculum prepared for and written out that's available out there. It's open. But there is also the hidden curriculum. It's the implicit curriculum of how you relate to each other in the institution. Is there really that culture of respect that you have among each other? Our students, our faculty and staff can feel this. How we talk to each other. Do we talk down to people? Do we, we, we tend to have these hierarchical ways of behaving. So how do we promote a culture of care? Then there is the null curriculum. It's the one that is absent from the curriculum. It's not talked about. It's not mentioned or included in the open or formal curriculum. So for example, if there's no talk at all and no subject in the university talks about the sexual minorities, that means we don't care about these. But we know that there is a growing movement and we just cannot help but take care of those from the sexual minorities. That's just an example. And then there's the lived curriculum. What do our students actually experience? Is there bullying that happens in the classroom among our students, or even bullying among faculty and staff? We need to also address that. So that is something that they live, they experience. So promoting a culture of care also needs to consider that. There is that transgressive part of the curriculum where we tend to encourage critical thinking, encourage, people to express themselves, especially for something that is right and just that needs to be done. And so that may happen in certain courses, in certain subjects, but that is now a growing thing. Uh, of course, there is a lot of suppression going on from other parts of the community, probably even from the government, about this particular area, and that is affecting some of our institutions in the United Board Network. So, so that's about the curricula. Now, I also want to talk about how I really appreciate that you have been exposed to, yeah, the multi-faith relations, first in Davao and now here in Indonesia throughout three sites, three parts of Indonesia you visited, Yogyakarta, Salatiga, and now here in Bali. Um, I also want to raise that in all these, the intra-faith remains very important because we need to prepare the different faith communities to be strong in their own faith. We need to affirm that. And the fact that you are into multi-faith activities now, that is the next step, right? To be able to affirm, accept, and honor each other, no matter how different you are. But the interfaith that needs to be worked on continuously and in a more challenging way is really the interfaith part. Because how do we really get into the world of the other? You know, here we have seen the Puja Mandala, right? Where you see the faith, that's the worship sites of the five faith groups side by side. Somewhere in Thailand, in Mesot, you see a version of this, of multi-faith cemeteries. So there is the cemetery for Christians, the cemetery for Hindus, and the, no, Islam, and yeah, for the Muslims, and then the Buddhists. Yeah, Hindus too. So they're also side by side. Sorry, I forgot to put in the photos my colleague got for me. So we try to have this as symbols of the, I would say, multi-faith affirmation that we are so different. We come from different faiths. But the interfaith really means entering into each other's world. And that requires a lot of trust, a lot of respect, and a lot of courage also to venture into the other's world. I remember a story, well, an experience actually. Before I joined the United Board, I was working for the Christian Conference of Asia, which is an ecumenical organization. And I was organizing the Asian Congress of Theologians. And we invited one very good speaker, a Muslim professor from Indonesia. And apart from the speech, the talk that he made, I was just amazed at how open he was. When we had Bible studies, he would say, "Teach me, sister. Please teach me." So he was like opening himself to the Christian Bible study. But during lunchtime, I thought I was being sensitive and being kind. So I would tell him, "Brother, that food has, in Hong Kong, most of the food has pork. That that food has some pork in it." And then after the second time that I told him that, he whispered to me, "Sister Hope, actually we are excused if we don't know what we are eating." So I thought, now when I reflect on that, he was actually willing to enter my world, right? I eat other things, pork included. And he was willing to do that. But I was actually preventing him out of my own concern, or so I thought. Anyway, this is something that I cannot forget now, and I reflect that interfaith relationship, interfaith understanding really is entering into the other's world, and it has to do with the willingness to do that. So hopefully your plans, your action plans will try to move from one to the other, but move back and forth, and that is part of what we will be doing in creating a culture of care. So now I want to share this uh, symbol of the wheel of interfaith understanding, and which I captured in this candle here with these different threads. So the wheel symbolizes the convergence of different faiths, and yet at the center is something we share in common. We may look like we have different strands, different paths towards the center, but the center is something we share very deeply, very profoundly, and that is something we share in common. So the hub, that's the hub, right? The one at the center, the candle, that's the common source. The deepest level of each tradition actually meets there. So each tradition has that depth of knowing this ultimate source. We all have that. And then the spokes, the thread, they are the different religious paths. So we all have our own different religious paths to get to the hub, to the very center, the core. And at the rim, at the end of the thread, the outer end of the thread, that is the level of greatest diversity. And the farther we are uh, uh, from the center, actually the farther we are also from each other. The closer we are to the center, the closer we are to each other. So this is something I just want to leave with you, so that as you continue planning for your different activities to develop this culture of care, that will be a significant image for you to remember. So now let us act it out by coming to the center and holding a spoke, a thread, and we will lift the candle together, the hub, the light, which represents the ultimate being, whom we call God, whom others call by other names. We will lift that candle and then just try to experience what it's like to be holding your spoke at the end. And try walking nearer and back, and that is how we grow together. So can you come and do that?
That's okay. All participants, please come, and others also can join. Please hold one thread in your hand.
Happy, happy AACM servants of God, called to serve with love and care. Your one in God. Break old barriers, build new bridges, promises for all. Happy, happy AACM. Happy, happy AACM. Again. Happy, happy AACM servants of God, called to serve with love and cheer with one in God. Break all barriers, build new bridges, cornerstones for all. Happy, happy AACM. Happy, happy AACM.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Hope, and thank you, dear friends. And good afternoon to all of you. I'm just here to give a closing remarks of AACM that I'm sure that we all have enjoyed these 10 days here in Indonesia, and we have experienced and we got exposure to different cultures, different religions, practices, and how they coexist together in this land. So we all have learned something to take back to our own institutions. And today is an important day in the church lectionary, that today is the Ascension Day. I also was a little surprised to know that in Indonesia, it's a public holiday. Ascension Day is a public holiday. I don't think that in any of our countries, it's a public holiday. And I thought that I will take this passage, which is very familiar to all of us, a passage for Ascension Day. Jesus called all the disciples before he ascended into heaven. After the resurrection of Jesus, the disciples were not prepared enough. Even though Jesus very clearly called them with a mandate, the disciples forgot everything after the death. They did not come out from the rooms, or they did not come out from their places. And Jesus had to spend 40 days to prepare them. And then he called them he gave a very clear command or a mandate. So he took 40 days appearing before them in different places. And on the 40th day, he ascended into heaven. And before that, he called all the disciples to Galilee and gave this command. And it so happened that on the Ascension Day, we are also sent out into our own campuses after this training. And in the post-resurrection period, it's a coincidence that we got an opportunity to gather together to equip ourselves for a new and extended roles of campus ministry. The roles of campus ministries are different now. Probably the disciples were not willing to go for that extended role or the new roles which Jesus wanted them to go. And probably that we are so stuck with our routine works, or we are so stuck with our liturgical practices on campuses that we sometimes neglect the people. So campus ministry needs to be an action-oriented campus ministry, campus ministry needs to be people-oriented campus ministry. So in this passage, we learn three things from this particular passage. Number one, God's plan. God's plan. The disciples actually did not go out because they were primarily very exclusive community. The disciples thought that salvation is only for the people of Israel. And their field was only Jerusalem. They wanted Jesus to do something in Jerusalem alone. They wanted Jesus to establish a kingdom in Jerusalem wherein they will all be part of that kingdom. And Jesus' disciples wanted God to accept their plan. They had their own plan. And they had their own plan. They thought that Jerusalem is their field and they were called to serve their own community. That was their understanding. They were prepared for that. When Jesus handed over to himself to the cross and then they did not like it. Probably they forgot everything. They thought that everything has gone. Some of them even have gone back to their original profession, fishing, because they thought that that's not their job. They thought that they were called for only their community. But Jesus' call was different. He wanted them to go into all the nations. He wanted them to become more inclusive. That's actually the plan of God. God's plan is more inclusive. He said, go into all the nations of the world. It's not only Jerusalem that matters for you. They were comfortable in Jerusalem. Maybe they wanted to have changes in Jerusalem, and they were not bothered about other communities. And it is Ascension Day which teaches us that others also important for us. We exist not only for ourselves, we exist for others. That's the first lesson. That's God's plan. God has called each one of us into different campuses, not for ourselves, not for our own community, not for our faith system alone, but God calls each one of us into a campus for others too. We exist for people from other faith, people from different cultures, people from different language groups, and we need to cater to their needs. That's God's plan. So disciples understood the plan of God only on the day of Ascension. So on the day of Ascension, as we have gathered here, let us understand that God has a very clear plan, that we are called to be inclusive, to cater to the needs of people from different faith system and those who are different from others. That's the first lesson we learned from this Ascension Day. And number two, secondly, it's God's power. God's power. We also see that they were powerless people. They were so afraid of facing the situation and challenges. The disciples did not go out because they were afraid of challenges. They thought that they will also go through struggles and they will also meet all the challenges, and therefore they did not come out. And it is the Ascension Day that gave them the encouragement, which later became more powerful on the day of the Pentecost, that they were empowered to face challenges in life. When you look into the history of Christianity, God did not change the situation for his disciples. God did not remove the challenges they faced in the first century. Challenges will be there when you go into your campus and talk about the other faith. And when you go into the campus and talk about something very inclusive, you will face challenges. And Jesus repeatedly told his disciples that you will have troubles, you will have challenges. And the point is that he is equipping all of us with his power to face the challenges which come before us. He is empowering all of us with his power to overcome all the challenges which come in front of us. That's the courage we get. He is empowering us with his power to face the life situations. The disciples did not want to face the situations of those days. But this power empowered them to face those situations. He did not change the situation. The same disciples faced those situations, overcame all the challenges, and went around the world. They did not know the language. They were not very great communicators, but yet they shook the whole world. So that's what is expected from each one of us. We go out from this place with the assurance that God has empowered us. God also has empowered them with the different skills which are required. One of the skills, actually, definitely, they did not have communication skill, language skill. Some of them did not even know the common language. But yet, God's power equipped them. Maybe we need require some of the skills to implement or to create a culture of care on campus. For example, the mental health. Many of us may not be trained in that, and may not have gone through some of the courses in that. But yet we need to believe that God provides opportunities for us to equip ourselves with the required skills to go into our campuses. I know that some of the campuses, this is a requirement that we need to meet the needs of the students, especially the mental health. And we are called to meet those needs. And God empowers us with required skills. And finally, it's not only He sends them with it's God's presence. Finally, it is presence of God. He says that you are not going alone. You will go alone with the presence of God. So that's it's almost in almost all the religions. In India, predominantly Hindu tradition, that in Hindu tradition, one of the terms is called Antaryamin. I do not know whether it is also in Indonesia. Antaryamin. Antaryamin means indwelling spirit. God is within. God is within. So this is there almost in all the religions. It's not that God lives somewhere. It's God is somebody who is within you and He is with you. So it is that connection. My colleague Dr. Hope already mentioned about that song, that self, others, nature and God. Connectedness to God empowers us to connect ourselves with others, with our own self, with nature. So that's the spirituality. We call this as spirituality because our connectedness to God, when I feel that I am not alone, I am in the presence of God, then I am empowered or equipped to connect myself with others. And I connect myself with my own self. And I connect with the nature because I understand that it is creation of God. I understand others as creations of God. They're all brothers and sisters because the same God who created me also created them. So it is this connectedness which equips us to connect with other areas. So that's feeling the presence, acknowledging the presence of God. One of the struggles disciples went through was that they did not acknowledge. One of the examples is that two disciples were on the way to Emmaus. We all know this incident. And on the way, Jesus also joined them. But they did not recognize. They were unaware of the presence of God. They were worried, so worried about the situation. They were talking about all the worries which were happening in Jerusalem to Jesus without knowing that it was Jesus. But the same disciples, if you read the gospel, when they recognized the presence of God, when they entered into the house, when they had the dinner, breaking of the bread, they understood that it was God. The moment they realized that it was God, God's presence, they had the courage. They had the courage. If you read the narrative, gospel narrative, it says the disciples who were afraid of staying in Jerusalem, they wanted to come to the Emmaus, their village. But when they realized the presence of God, immediately they went back to Jerusalem. They were not bothered. They got the courage. So it is the presence of God which empowers us again. It encourages to move forward. Maybe people will not encourage you. I served as a chaplain for several years. Sometimes people will not encourage you. People will not even recognize you. People might not even appreciate you. But you need to be encouraged by the presence of God. That's actually is important to create a culture of care. And I'm sure that all of you, when you go back to your own campus, you will create something with your capacity that we will all create a culture of care on our campuses that will become a greater blessing. And I'm sure that when we meet again in some places, we'll have different stories and lot of stories. Wish you all the best and thank you once again and God bless you.
Dr. Hope and Anthony and their Mahas Spurgeon. We are grateful for being a host for this meeting. We invite the Honorable Vice Rector of Alumni, Students, and Marketing Affairs, Dianapura University, Dr. Iwayan Duspendi Junaidi, to give the closing remarks of behalf of the rectors. The time is yours.
To the Honorable Program Director of Faculty Development, the United Board, Dr. Hope Anthony. To the Honorable Chancellor, Consultant Director for South Asia Programs, Dr. Maher Spurgion. To the Honorable Rector of Duta Wacana Christian University. To the Honorable Chancellor of Satya Wacana Christian University or her representative, Bapak Dr. Priyo Haryadi, as Vice Rector 2 of Satya Wacana Christian University. Whom I love, the committee from UKDW Yogyakarta, UKSW Salatiga and Undira Bali, and all of the AACM 2024 participants whom I love. Om Swastiastu. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom lama budaya, salam kebajikan. Actually, Pak Rektor Dianapura University should give remarks and greeting today, but he gave me this duty to give remarks and greetings to at this extraordinary event. First of all, let me express my praise and gratitude to God for holding AACM, Asia Academy Campus Ministry activities from Jogja, Salatiga, and finally at the closing ceremony at Dianapura University. I still remember when Pak Adam, I think November, 6 until 9 of November, before this event took place, we were visited by Dr. Maher, Ocha, Mrs. Nanik, Bapak Sidi as well, and invite our Bali team, Bapak Dr. Lermawan and me, and invited us to see the place where we going to use in Bali, and that is very interesting. And finally, we can do this AACM meeting. I also express my thanks to the Rector of Satya Wacana Christian University, Duta Wacana Christian University, Rector, and also all the committee members from Yogyakarta, Salatiga, and Bali, who has taken care of the consumption, the traveling from Jogja, Salatiga, and to Bali, and accommodation, and delivery of transportation and assistance from the committee, as well as accompanying every discussion and presentation, and so on. I ask all of participants to stand up and give applause to our committee. Yeah. Thank you very much for the committee team. Thank you. Yeah. Yogyakarta, Satya Wacana, and Bali team who has worked hard. Yeah. Please sit down. Ladies and gentlemen, before I end these remarks, I would like to sing one song. Our rector, my rector, Bapak Professor Dr. Gusi Bagus Rai Utama said, Ruspendi, remember, if you see the microphone, don't sing a song. But now I will sing. This is a song, thanks God. That is, yeah, because I feel that we have this meeting, AACM from Jogja, Salatiga, and then Bali around 10 days. It is great, yeah, thanks to God. So if you can speak this Bahasa Indonesia, you can sing together. D. Terima kasih Yesusku buat anugerah yang kau beri sebab hari ini Tuhan adakan syukur bagimu. Terima kasih Yesusku buat anugerah yang kau beri sebab hari because of today the Lord company us Tuhan adakan syukur bagimu syukur bagimu glorify for the Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you very much, Ibu Silvi. We should remember, thank you, our vision become a center of spiritual life in campus environment that supports the growth of faith, character development, and empowerment of ASEAN students to become leaders with integrity in society. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that the God will reward your hard work. I also apologize if there were any mistake or wrong and not please all of you. Perhaps our hospitality was not pleasing. Please forgive us. Finally, I end this speech with, say goodbye for all of AACM participants and see you at the next AACM meeting. Lord Jesus bless us. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you for Dr. Miss Wayan Ruspendi Junaidi. As we finalize the ASEAN Academy of Campus Ministry, creating a culture of care as a gesture of goodwill, the Rector of Universitas Dianapura will present a token of appreciation to Program Director, Faculty of Development of United Board. Please kindly come forward to the stage and have the photo session. Thank you. We invite the Honorable Rector of Duta Wacana University, Dr. Ing Wiyatiningsih STMT, to deliver her closing remarks. The time is yours.
Please don't ask me to sing, yeah. So not Indonesian can good sing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Shalom, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. First of all, we should thank God for His blessing of our health and protection, so we can come here in a good health and also with happiness because we have many experience during our trip in Bali. not only in Bali, but also in Yogyakarta and Salatiga. And today, we will nearly complete our program today. Unfortunately, that I just meet with Ibu Hope today, and yesterday I didn't come to join with the program. But as we gather here for the closing ceremony of the ASEAN Academy for Campus Ministry 2024, I am filled with gratitude to the enriching journey we have embarked on together over the past 10 days across Yogyakarta, Salatiga, and Bali. Throughout the program, our participants have been immersed with difference, with diverse cultural and religious experiences, fostering a deeper understanding of Indonesians' rich tapestry of traditions. I believe that the experience you will not have without AACM. So we will give applause for the United Board for the great support. Dr. Sportian and Ibu Hope, thank you very much. And also the staff of United Board, thank you very much. So we can conduct this program. I like to call Ibu Hope because I know Ibu Hope since 12 years ago. So it's a long time know each other. So thank you very much, Ibu Hope. Yeah. Yes, it is our hope that each participant lives with broader perspective and also open heart, ready to embrace the complexities and beauty of cultural and religious diversity. As we conclude this event, may each of you carry toward the valuable insights gained here to your respective institutions, offering fresh perspective and innovative ideas for positive change. Because you are in the campus ministry, as I say in the opening ceremony, that you are the agent of change. So we will have a great hope that you will have a great change in your institution, in your home country. Upon the successful completion of the AACM 2024, I extend my gratitude to Dr. Maher Spurjian, again, Ibu Hope again, and also the staff of United Board for their unwavering support. We also appreciate that United Board entrusting us, UKDW, as the host of the AACM, the third AACM program in Indonesia. Our gratitude also extend to Professor Intias, that director of the Satya Wacana or her representative, and also Professor Igede Bagusraya, and also the staff of Undira for the collaboration in organizing the AACM 2024. We also convey our thanks to the participants from the 10 countries. You are very amazing with the very beautiful clothes, beautiful insights, and also beautiful perspectives. It is very amazing, and also this is the great opportunity for us to know each other, to experience each other, and to know better our word, our talks, that there are many things outside our campus and outside our culture. Lastly, I express my gratitude to Ibu Nani, Ibu Pendeta Nani, the coordinator of this program. Bapak Stefanus, Pendeta Stefanus, our referent who gave many insight. Thank you very much for both of you. And also Pak Adam, Mas Adam, and also the team. Thank you very much. Mbak Sita, thank you very much. Mas Graha, thank you very much. Without you all, this event may not will be conducted, will not be conducted. Yes, thank you for your commitment, your hard work in conducting this event. And I apologize for the mistake or the
shortcoming in the organization of this event. Let us now continue to build bridge of understanding and cooperation inspired by the unity of have forged during our together. Here is to new beginning and a brighter future ahead. Thank you very much. Enjoy the trip tomorrow to your home country and see you again next time. God bless us.
Thank you for Dr. Buya Tinis. As we finalize the Asian Academy of Campus Ministry, creating a culture of care as a gesture of goodwill, Rector of UKDW will present a talk of appreciation to first, Program Director, Faculty of Development of United Bird, Dianapura University, and Satya Wachana University. Please kindly come forward to the stage and have the photo session. Thank you. Or please, the rector of Dianapura come forward, and then the Satya Wachana University we invite to come to the stage. Please. And next, please kindly come forward to Rector Dianapura University.
Ya, silakan dulu.
Right, please come forward and to the stage and have the photo session. We kindly invite the Vice Rector of Dianapura University to come to the stage. Right. Now we invite the Honorable, the Vice Rector of Satya Wachana University, Priyo Hari Adi SAMSE PhD, to deliver his closing remarks. The time is yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. Shalom. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan untuk kita semua. I'm very glad to be here to represent our leader, our rector that could not be here today. Please accept apologies from our rector because she just arrived from Jakarta this morning for jetty. to the Honorable Counselor of Program Director of the Faculty Development, the United Board, Dr. Hope Anthony, to the Honorable Consultant Director for South Asia Program, Dr. Mahel Spurgeon, and also our colleges, to the Honorable Rector of Duta Wacana Christian University, and also to the Honorable Rector of Dianapura University, and also my friend, the Vice Rector of Dianapura, Dr. Wayan Ruspendi. Dr. Wayan Ruspendi is my college. We studied together as a lecturer in Satya Wacana University from, if I'm not mistaken, 1998. Yeah, so we have been 26 years, yeah, in the university. But in 2002, if I'm not mistaken, Dr. Wayan has moved to Bali, yeah, to be here to Dianapura. Ladies and gentlemen, first I would like to express my high gratitude and appreciation to all of you, especially to this community, to the AACM, because giving the Satya Wacana University opportunity to be a host, one of the hosts of Asian Academy Campus Ministry meeting. I think this meeting has been an incredible experience for us, not only for us, but for all of us in here, that bring bright insight, and also especially in providing better services of campus ministry. The meeting is very important because it's provide opportunity for all of us to share thoughts and also experiences and effort in carrying out our journey of serving people and advancing religious life. In this meeting, I believe that all of you have already met people, leaders, and communities from other religious or faith. In this diversity, we believe that there is a life richness. Every religion has value, tradition, and teaching that inspire to live in peace, justice, and also love. Therefore, the meeting is very valuable moment to all of us to strengthen relation between religious institutions, increase interfaith understanding, and explore new ways to jointly provide the best service to people and also society. In particular, I would like to thank to all of you, especially the participants in this meeting that have been visited Salatiga, a small city surrounded by some volcanoes mountain, and also known as the miniature of Indonesia. Living in diversity has been a great motivation to all of us to strengthen a spirit of respect and also tolerance that create a harmonious living in Salatiga. That's why Salatiga has been awarded as the most tolerant city in Indonesia. Yeah. In our journey as religious servant, as religious institution, of course, we face various challenges and also changing of time. However, with strong determination and close cooperation, I believe we are able to overcome every obstacle and create a real positive impact in society. Let us draw inspiration from the teaching of our faith tradition to be beacon of hope and also agent of positive change in our communities and beyond. May our interaction be guided by grace and our effort result in fostering greater understanding, acceptance, and love among all people. May God the Almighty be always with us, particularly remind every single of us to share, to show His love by providing best services through our campus ministries. Thank you. God bless us.
Thank you for Mr. Priyo Hari from Satyawacana University. We are going to make a commitment together. The Asian Academy of Campus Ministry as a form of service and commitment to serve others throughout our respective universities. As a part of our commitment, we will call one group you to come forward and then take the water using a ladle, then pour it into the clay jug. While you are pouring the water into the jug, kindly say 1 or 3 words of your commitment in the Asian Academy of Campus Ministry. The water as a symbol of life sources. Our presence can become blessing to others, especially uniting the spirit of all the Asian Academy of Campus Ministries members. When each other of you has finished the process, you will earn the certificate, then return to your chair. First, we would like to invite group number 1.
Yeah, may I invite group 1. You all come and stand there maybe. As I read the name, you will come and take the mic and say 1 or 2 words and pour water here in the jug and then receive your certificate. May I invite the rector of Undira to come forward to give you the certificate for group number 1. Suman Chatterjee.
Tolerance, empathy, and care.
Monif. Yeah.
To respect and to care.
You can applaud them when they receive the certificate. Sarah? Yeah.
Committed to share love, care, and peace.
Nani?
Connecting other and live in harmony.
Leah?
Creativity, compassion, collaboration.
And Virna? You can join here. Leah.
Companionship, inclusivity, and service.
Can you all please come here? We can take the photo together as a group. Yeah. Come here. Come stand here, yeah. Thank you. Can I invite group 2 to come forward? Group 2, come forward and stand that side. And may I invite the rector of Duchavachana to come forward to give the certificate for group 2. Nitya Kamalam. Sorry, Amy.
Compassion, courage, and wisdom.
Stella Mary.
Connectedness towards self, others, nature, and God.
Bombong.
Love in Christ with care and respect.
Chris.
Incarnation, relevance, sense of community.
Sister Angeline.
Friendship, respect, and love.
Maria. Yeah, Maria Claus.
To engage, to listen, to respond.
Maybe you can come here for the photograph. Come. Okay, thank you. May I invite group 3? Group 3. May I invite the Vice Rector of Satyavachana to come forward to give certificates for the group 3 members. Nitya Kamalam.
Love, compassion, and empathetic.
Jesse.
love, peace, and togetherness.
For the ferry,
Become a caring servant.
Angela Deepa.
Tolerance, care, and to travel extra mile to help others.
Rosario.
Fraternity, justice, and peace.
And Liesel.
Journeying together in this transformative experience.
Come here. So may I invite the group 4 now? Thank you, sir. And I invite our colleague, Dr. Hope, to come to give the certificates for the members of group 4. Cheryl.
Hope, compassion, and love.
Iki, she is receiving this in absentia. She is not able to come here, but she is online. So, Iki, all the best and congratulations. And maybe Father Ferry can come and receive it and give it to her. Yeah. Iki, Father Ferry is receiving on your behalf. January.
Cultivate, nurture, compassion.
Chulchun.
Mutual understanding and living together.
And Diane.
Humility, openness, and respect.
Okay. Okay, may I invite the last group, group number 5, and may I invite Reverend Stephanus to come forward to give the certificates to group 5. John J. Kamaraj.
More love and more compassionate.
Cecilia.
Compassion and caring one another.
Dexter.
Implement action plan.
Joe Pris.
Strengthening faith, love, and social justice.
Janet. Yeah, he's taken. Taken. He's already taken.
Educating the young minds to care for the future.
Father Pradeep.
Masih ada penyerahan dari award dari beberapa ke
Committed to respect, to love, and to care.
Okay, thank you.
Berarti dari Maranatha sama ini aja. Package, so the Maranatha University and Chuchu University will give something. And then afterwards there is dance. Thank you. Yeah, after this.
Okay, thank you. So with having received all your certificates, may I request again Jesse, Pradeep, and Dexter to come and lead, and some of you come and do the action of your theme song. Theme song is important. And also, Dooby Dooby Doo. Both the songs you can do. Come on stage. Father Pradeep, come on stage.
Come.
Yes, it's a campus. Sarah.
Started. Okay, yeah.
Theme song first.
We're going.
Happy AACM servants of God, called to serve with love until we're one in God.
Break old barriers, build new bridges,
Christ is for all. Happy AACM.
Happy AACM. Happy
AACM servants of God, called to serve with love until
with one in God. Break old barriers, build new bridges,
Christ is for all. Happy AACM.
Happy AACM. J is for Jesus, and O is for others, and Y is for you.
J is for Jesus, and O is for others, and Y is for you.
Doobie 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 doo. Doobie 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 doo. Yepo itata yepo. Yepo itata ye. Yepo itata yepo ituki tuki yepo. Faster. Yepo itata yepo. Yepo itata ye. Yepo itata yepo ituki tuki yepo ituki tuki ye. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. All right. We continue our program with the award of applying for the United Board.
Thank you for that.
I kindly invite Dr. Hope Anthony come to the stage.
No, there is Johannes and Susan will give gifts for you. Okay. Yeah. To the stage.
To the
we
stage,
will go
please.
To the stage, please.
Johannes.
There is someone who will give.
And then Maranatha Christian University, represented by Mr. Pastor Johannes Bambang, will also give a plank to the United Board. I can invite Mr. Bambang.
Brother and sister in Christ, in today's closing ceremony, the president of Maranatha Christian University would like to take this opportunity to express his deepest thanks and appreciation to the United Board. For that reason, allow me to hand over the Maranatha Christian University plaque to Mrs. Hope Anthony from the United Board. I also thank you to organizing committee of the Asian Academic of Campus Ministry, Mahir Spurgeon. God bless the United Board Ministry in the Asian Academic of Campus Ministry program. With all due respect, I invite Mrs. Hope Anthony to accept a plaque from Maranatha Christian Maranatha University Bandung.
All right, we invite now Hansi University, represented by Chun Chung, to give to United Board.
On behalf of Hanshin University, we are thinks about the strengthen the Asia's spirit, theological, religious spirit about uh, by the United Board. Thank you very much.
Okay. I will hear the word of thanks from the board now.
Now we will hear words of thanks from United Board. Please kindly we invite Dr. Spurgeon.
Friends, I'm here to express our gratitude. And it's very important that as United Board, we always believe in partners. So when we wanted to organize this Academy for Asian Campus Ministers, we looked for partners in Indonesia, and 3 universities have come forward to accept this responsibility. So first, let me thank all the 3 universities, Duchavasana, Chatyavasana, and Dhyanapura universities. And all the 3 rectors are represented here. And thank you so much for your hospitality, your work, and all that you have done for us. And also when we organized the theme and other sessions, Reverend Stephanus helped us a lot. He was a backbone for the program team, and he helped us to devise this program. Thank you so much, Reverend Stephanus. And a special word of thanks to him and the rector of Duchavasana and also the vice rector of Satyavachana, because they have come all the way to Bali to attend this closing ceremony. Thank you once again. Thank you. And organizing this event requires a lot of work. The behind screen work and lot of works have been done before we arrived in this place. We just came here last year for 2-3 days to give a plan, that's all, a design. And all that was done by the local organizing team. And that was headed by Nani. Nani. She deserved a greater round of applause, standing ovation. Nani, please come forward. I would like to give a small token of appreciation. And I request my colleague Hope to come up. May I request my colleague Dr. Hope to give a small memento to Nani. This is very small, Nani, for the work you have done, but we appreciate you. Again, shall we all? Thank you, Nani. And the other person who is behind this show is Adam. Please come. Adam. Cufflinks. Thank you, Adam, so much. Yeah. Thank you. Then from Mundira team, that when we came here, I think Professor Siddhi is not here, but our brother Dharmavan and Vice Rector Rusabandi, both of them worked really very hard. Please, Dharmavan. Thank you, thank you. So he stayed in the hotel for us and then he arranged everything. Thank you so much. And may I invite our brother Rusabandi, Vice Rector, come forward. We want to give you a small memento. And another 2 young people who accompanied with us in all the places and recorded all that we have done. I'll invite Kraga and Zita. Graha, come. Somebody has to take photograph in their phone. Take their phone. Take the camera from Graga. Maybe. Give it to Suman. Give the camera to. Okay. Okay. See the first. And Graha. And we thank all the volunteers of Undira team. I know that is a group. Shall we all give them a great applause to all of them, MC and others. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. And also a word of appreciation to the dancers today. Thank you. You have added color to our ceremony. And I also thank all the institutions which have sent you to this place. Now, kindly take our gratitude to your heads of institution, your principals, our rectors, our presidents of your institutions, and they have accepted our invitation to send you to this place. I think that we also thank all of them. And finally, we thank each one of you. It's very important that it is your active participation made this program grand success. And I have been noticing for the past 10 days that all of you participated actively in all the sessions. Thank you so much. And you did not miss any of the sessions. So thank you. You deserve a great round of applause. Yeah. And finally, I thank my own colleagues, Dr. Hope Anthony, and Dr. Jemmy and Yuka. So they, yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm sure that we'll have a lovely evening this day in the beach because the weather is very good for us. It's not like morning, so we'll enjoy our closing dinner together in the beach. And tomorrow we'll all go back to our own institution and then do something to do a culture of care in our campus. Thank you. God bless you.
All right, thank you for Dr. Spurgeon from the United Board.
Thank you.
We give applause once again.
Want to say something?
Friends, we'll do 3 cheers for the UB team. 3 cheers to Dr. Spurgeon, Dr. Jemmy, and Ms. Yuka. 3 cheers. Please stand.
Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! 3 cheers to all the universities who were our hosts. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. 3 cheers to all the participants of the AACM. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip 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 hip. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Next, we will have a dance performance of joget. Joget dance is one of the Balinese dance. Usually this dance is performed in social event in Bali, such as wedding, in the season of harvest and holiday. Please welcome Undira Balinese Dance Club with joget dance. Joget dance is one of Bali's dance. Usually this dance is performed in social events in Bali, such as wedding, in the seasons of after harvest and holidays. And now, and please join the joget dance. Fight Sister Ruth Nadine Hall. Dance together. Invite our rector. Right. Please give an applause one more time for Undira Dance. All right, we kindly invite all directors and all the inviters and participants for take a photo session. And dancer, please also join the photo session. Please come. Please. All the members and yeah, and all the committee of AACM. Yeah, for all. For Intan, please come to the stage, Intan. Yeah, and we also invite the committee of Dianapura University. Please come to the stage. We are going to take a picture